The best way is to, first of all, we have to start with a shared vision. And what I mean by that is, what is our objective for serving the most vulnerable in our society? And I would argue that our primary objective ought to be in line with the principles of our founding fathers. Our founding fathers attempted to erect a society in which the citizenry could have the greatest degree of freedom while protecting for health, safety, and commerce. Okay? And so, therefore, we ought to be focused on how do we help our most vulnerable be as free as possible. And when I say free as possible, I don't think freedom is having to turn to your government and say, can you help me put food on my baby's table? We want individuals to be free enough to be able to do that on their own behalf. So when we begin with that notion of we want as much of our citizenry as possible to be as free as possible, then we have to say, okay, how do we architect a system that achieves that objective? And then what we would do is look at each and every one of the 114 programs. The programs of the system were not meant, they weren't designed to be interconnected to make the whole greater than some of its parts and to achieve a greater result. And so we begin with a shared vision. You then take that shared vision and you weave it into each and every one of the programs. And then Congress needs to enable the connectivity of each of those programs with all the other programs. So at the state operating level, I should be able to, let's say, combine SNAP with Medicaid, with TANF, with housing supports in a more comprehensive service model to my consumer. I need to take a bird's eye view. And in that bird's eye view, what is our intention? And then go backwards and architect the system from that perspective.